to the show. Oh yeah. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Okay. Everybody, it's time for the show. 2 count, we about that go. Best in the Midwest, and we up next. Go and ring the bell, rest, cause here we go. Comedy meets wrestling. Yeah, we doing our own thing. Squared circle and a microphone. 2 count on everything. Can you smell what we're cooking now? Other shows, they ain't got that style profile. And while we strut, arm raised with 2 fingers up. JR, Big Ace, Tommy 2, they something else. This show be dynamite. Next level, top shelf. I'm like, ah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Hey, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to all of you. We are all back here. Tom's not feeling well. I'm just going to say that. He is not his top shelf self. Brittany, we're happy to see Whitney, Jesus.
Wow. Wow.
JR just got fired.
Well, this was fun. I'm leaving. Have a great night.
Brittany, holy shit.
Who the fuck is Brittany?
Are you mad now? You're like, who the fuck is that? You guys got another girl?
Yeah.
Well,
I missed 2-3 shows, and
you guys go on a cruise and come back with a new female girl.
Oh, sweet God. I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm suing.
So, by the way, those of you that don't know, Blazoned is the old Vanilla Gorilla. That's his Twitch handle from a day gone by. And he was on the boat with us as well. So he's got a lot. He's probably going to pitch into the chat a little bit. We're back for the trip though. Holy cow! Hi Tina. Yeah, Whitney's back. Whitney.
Hi Tina. They missed me more than you guys, and I didn't even go anywhere.
Probably true, but boy, did we have? And honestly, Whitney, you would have absolutely loved the shit out of the whole thing. And I mean it, and I'm not saying it to say
I wish I were missing this show because I'm just gonna be like FOMO the whole time, like just sad.
But here's the thing. The beautiful part about it is that this trip that we went on, because I'll tell you this way. So these guys told me what to expect. And it was way more than I expected. It was way bigger than what they told me to expect. And so when we tell you this stuff, there's Stacy. Yeah, see, everybody missed you.
Hi, Stacy. You guys, I can't do this today.
Yeah, sure you can. Just
you'll be fine.
Pretend everybody's a slab of meat.
Tom not feeling well does make me feel better.
There you go.
All right.
But we had so much fun, and we really did.
Just because we're assuming it happened because of the cruise. That's the only reason.
No, this is totally unrelated to the
Stacy.
sickness.
By the way, Stacy found our Chris Jericho photos and forwarded it to them to us, which I thought was fantastic because I had no idea how to find. I had no idea how you got to it so quick. Because I don't even have an email from them yet. But anyway, Ace is busily loading things from the trip, from the cruise. And let's just start out by saying that all of the folks, magic, yeah, it was, man. All the folks that I met on that boat were pretty fantastic. I can only think of one person that was kind of jerky.
Who I want to know who that is.
Yeah, well, he's on the show with us.
Oh
no, I'm kidding.
I was fine to hang out with. You
were.
Fuck?
No. You were fine to hang out. And we'll talk about Tom's foray into the gimmick gala on the cruise, which, if I'm honest, got screwed over on. Because
thank you.
Yeah,
I
but
appreciate you saying that.
the rules were not. It's totally clear.
They changed it from first year. You want to start here? You want to go here? Or I can ramble on for this for like
Well,
a
I
good.
know you can, but
You
let's.
could, go ahead and prep it, and when I'm almost done, and then we'll show the
Okay.
video.
So here's the deal. Ace can attest to this. The first year, they allowed too many of these monkeys to be able to just talk. All these people who entered the first year, they talked. They allowed them to speak, and none of them are good with speaking. So they just decided, well, you're all going to just dress up and be cosplayers. So let's just have you just walk down towards the ring. Don't get in the ring. Don't get in the ring.
Yeah.
And then walk back and do a 5-second promo. I know no one here on the show with me as co-host likes to hear me talk, but I'm pretty fucking good at it when I want to be. And it just completely bit me in the ass. No one knew what the fucking character was. No one knew what Top Shelf Tom Shellstrom was. Not a single one of them. And to top it all off, they gave you walkout music and they fucked up my music.
Yeah.
Oh.
And as Ace can attest, for all the times we've done shows where adamant about what your music is. As soon as the music hits, I go, this is my music. I go, just go anyways. I go, the fuck are you telling me? I was about ready to just go like super big time on it. Just be like, I ain't fucking walking. I ain't fucking doing this. It's bullshit. Fucked it. But I did. And it was the weirdest thing to have to strut. I mean, I'm not a physically fit man. So to be walking down the ramp like I am a fucking model, no, I don't know. It was.
You'd be like a husky model.
Well, yeah, I could be a Destination XL male model, if you will.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
Needless to say, when you change the rules and you don't really clarify in the submission what it's going to be like, it throws it off a little bit. It threw me off completely. I'm like, 5 seconds? Can I just not walk and then just get extra time? Like, no. I'm like,
okay,
it's gonna be weird.
So we took some video of some of them.
I should have.
Mainly, Whitney, we want you to see what you missed out in this competition. And so these are some of the competitors, Tom.
I went through all of the pictures y'all sent the whole time you were.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was. As you guys were saying them, I'm like.
I'll tell you what. I don't think any of us came home very ill like some of the people on the boat did. But even if I did, it would have been worth it. Like, it's still just a great time. And it didn't, no one got sick till like the day we got off the boat. Thank God. It would have sucked if it happened like the first night. And then that would have ruined everything. But so this was one of his opponents, I guess you could say.
Oh, there you go.
Now, did you tell everybody who the judges were?
I did not. The judges were Chris Jericho himself, RJ City, and then Aubrey Edwards. So you had an official there, which was great, but she should have thrown this out immediately. She should have just known better. Also, I didn't know it was Destiny's Child. I knew what my walk-up music was. I know that the Mean Gene Okerlund fucking cosplayer got his fucking or got my music and he made it fucking work for him and everybody went crazy for the music. I'm like, of course you did. It's a goddamn rock and wrestling rager at sea. Of course I picked Godsmack. You fucks. Why would I pick Destiny's Child?
I'm not lying to you. I didn't even know there was a Godsmack that played. I paid like no attention to the music. This is someone else out there.
Other than Slim Jims.
The Nacho Man.
That one wasn't bad, by the way. There was actually
Isabel.
This is another one. I told JR when this one came out, I go, if Tom loses to a fucking porta shitter, he's gonna be so mad.
Here he goes. Yeah, hot first.
Detroit Turd City there.
Thank you, Jason. I didn't maximize my minutes as much as possible.
That guy on the very first few cruises had a toilet bowl costume that he would wear every time, and like was the hit of the parade over there. And then, in my opinion, because I don't remember who won.
Oh,
Dirty Dom.
It was
the
the
Dirty Dom
Dom.
guy, which he did.
Yeah.
He looked a lot like Dirty Dom, but that was
Absolutely, he did.
in my opinion, if Tom wasn't going to win it, this is who should have won it. And literally just because he wore that shit the entire cruise.
Pretty much, yeah. He became Mean Gene all over the cruise.
I called him Party Mean Gene. All
Well,
right.
you hear the music there, though. That's again, that's the Godsmack song.
So
Do you happen
everybody,
to have Tom's?
well, we're gonna get in it because I don't know, Whitney. Did you see Tom's?
Mm-mm.
Because I didn't post this.
I
in
didn't see
thing.
the stuff that you sent today. I haven't.
Yeah,
seen
because
it
I didn't
on the
post
way
any of
home.
this. Well, because we were on the boat. Like, there's
Yeah.
just no way. And I didn't even think about it at port. So this is Tom's moment in the sun.
I need to take all these names.
I know. We use these things.
Oh, good song choice.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
You sexy bitch! Give it some time!
Okay. Thomas Gilson.
Going for a Cornette, but I'm getting shades of Oliver Humperdinck.
He's a Red Wing fan.
Really put all his chips on the film choice.
Whoa!
Let's hear what he has to say.
It's been very hard being on this ship with a bunch of wannabes and cosplayers. You're the true unicorn of professional wrestling. But I heard one guy say all the time that he wants to take things to the next level, bruv. Well, you got a hard time when you already live on the top shelf.
Wow! That was the best promo of the night. Thumbs up for the promo.
Yeah, okay.
Tom, that was so cool.
Jericho loved him.
Yeah.
Jericho
I'll be
loved him.
cheering for you.
Right.
For sure. I gotta go. I'm gonna have to go.
Who was yelling "sexy bitch"?
Oh, that was Justin.
Was that
Yeah.
Justin?
Yeah. one of the friend group members and stuff like that was just
First of
having
all, I
a
could not
hell
have
of a
Chris
time.
Jericho up there judging me on anything about wrestling. I would be so embarrassed.
Well,
and
and
you,
again,
guys were up on the rail, weren't you?
No, I thought no, they were down on the floor with us. I think. weren't
Oh,
Yeah,
they
they
were.
were.
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
for that they were. They came to
I
the
think
floor.
I was
for that.
drunk.
Amazingly, Ricky.
Now this
Yeah.
right here, lady that is posting right now. She was on with us 2 weeks ago. Literally, she is the backbone of the group that we were part of. She organized fucking everything, and I gotta say, Erica, you made it so easy for me to enjoy this that I didn't have to worry about a lot of stuff that I probably would have if I was just coming on my own. So I just want to say I appreciate that very, very much.
Yeah, Erica's absolutely the backbone, a fucking rock star all the way. Tim Nella, thank you. I know we've had our differences, Tim, but thank you for saying that. Thomas, yeah, I also, you gotta say it like how you gotta give them what your fucking room number was, kind of thing. So when you register, so it's all under Thomas. Like, I've never been called Top Shelf Thomas. I feel like I'd be getting yelled at by my parents.
Yeah,
right.
Ricky, yeah, Erica's the cruise mama for sure. So if you come with us next year, Whitney, as the newbie, you will be in great hands because
Okay.
people will all make sure
I
you're
have to
good.
go.
And they watch out for you too.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what,
I mean-
I was actually surprised that like most of that group came and watched the gimmick gala. They didn't have to, and they all came to watch Tom.
Yeah,
and then immediately the
people.
minute you got off the stage, everybody left to go see Harley Cameron.
Yeah, exactly. Well, except
I
for
think
Erica,
I was the only one that stuck around to see if you won.
no, except for Erica and Jason, because then they got to the open mic, which I ended up, I guess, headlining, if you will. I closed out the open mic after some. So the first guy that gave a gala just yelled. You couldn't understand him. He was incoherent old fuck. And then he goes and does the open mic, and everybody walks on him. Like, I go, oh, this guy has fucked over 2 fucking crowds tonight, man. Jesus Christ. Uncle.
That's hilarious. So yeah, it was a good time, and Tom will now forever be able to say that Chris Jericho said he gave the best promo on one of the cruises.
That's right. That's right.
You will have that. I looked at
that
JR.
up-
I looked at JR right away. I'm like, he's gonna hang that one forever.
Nope. You know why?
And he deserves it though, because
Really?
seriously, it was like you got entered into the wrong fucking contest.
A little bit.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yep. We should have a talkers gala, and then these cosplayers just, I mean, because that's the whole thing. That whole day of the cruise, everybody's dressed up as their favorite wrestler. That was literally the day
And it
on
was
the
super
boat.
cool.
And
cool.
so, I mean, I believe there's one,
Jeez.
there's supposed to be a
I'm gonna have
second
to look for
Macho
that later.
Man.
Hey, I'll have to look at this later, but I guess Eric actually has your whole set from the open mic recorded.
Oh, no
Oh, yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
I'll have to. I'll figure. She just sent me like a thing to the drive that she had that in, so I'll find that. And we'll get it.
Yeah, I tried really hard, but here's the thing: I gotta give credit where credit's due, right? So it's great that you guys start thinking that I'm going to hang this over your head that I got called the best promo, but my 2 fellow co-hosts that were on the cruise with me, Ace and JR, did try to help me. Like, we were going through like, what should I say? So we planned some of this shit out. I had like 2 minutes ready to go. Like, I figured like if it's gonna be like last year,
And we had awesome fucking stuff too. I'm sorry.
oh god, the boat would have hated me for the rest.
Oh, you would
of
have
the
had so
cruise.
much heat. One of the lines they gave him was, there's a lot of really good looking people on this boat. We like to call them the talent. The
Yes,
boat.
exactly.
You would have been booed so handily.
And then you could have
God.
been like, except for you, Osprey.
Well, let's be honest though. If anybody got to hang out with Osprey on that boat, he was drunk at that moment. It doesn't matter when.
You know what? He was drunk
Where?
at this moment too.
He definitely was.
There he is.
And I'm a
Well,
squinty motherfucker,
Osprey.
and he was more squinty.
2 drunk bros.
You know the thing I'll tell you about Osprey though is I get why he is like the fucking
Oh,
king
thanks,
of the
Stacey.
ship when he's on it. Because every time he would walk into like a new room on the boat, I think he knows everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, fuck, Will Osprey." So he just walks in and he's like, "Hey, what's up, everybody?" Like he becomes that. Like, I get it. I get why he does it, and it's great. And fucking guy, yeah, he's a fucking. So many times you would just hear random like loud cheering and chanting breaking out on one small part of the boat, and you look and it's Osprey's in the middle doing something. Down in some drink, doing some sort of shot, or dancing, whatever.
Well, and I told you guys, like, long after most of the activities were done, so like the late night DJ, him and his whole group, literally, I tried to get a picture of it, but it was just so fucking blurry that I just couldn't send it over. But he took a fucking suplex from Takeshka in the atrium bar.
Yeah. There's pictures and videos
at 3:30 in the fucking morning.
Page of them doing their impromptu matches there. Tom, I think JR, did you go? This is Ash by Elegance, right? Dana.
No, we did not go to those because if I remember correctly,
What's up, Mikey Two Milks?
Mikey. I think what happened was the Vanguard was not feeling well, or was so we didn't go to that picture session.
I skipped all my picture and autograph sessions. I didn't do any of that shit. I
think they ended up canceling one, by the way, like late because I didn't get like
there was one that was advertised for the wrong time, and they had to make a announcement for it. But all sorts of good stuff, though.
Sorry, that was it.
Got Tony Storm. I don't know who took these pictures. No, never mind. Now I know. Tom.
That's at Purto Plata.
Yep, this is at the port. Lady Frost. And
I think it was part of the experience thing. Or
Billy.
Yes, our good friend Billy Starks, former guest on this show, couldn't be any nicer. So nice that she was even like that told the nephew she'd take a picture with him for being nice to take it. We were just like, what? Oh yeah, he could get a picture.
I mean, we're not trying to be dicks to Devin, but like he knows why he's there, kind of thing. You know, like I love Devin, but
no, he knows. Like, especially if Whitney comes like next year, like he knows he has to do video and photo if we do anything together as the show. Yeah, love Billy Stark. So awesome late edition and put on some cool matches. There's our boy Danny. We are gonna bring Danny on this show just to fucking talk because this guy,
he's
a
awesome.
hoot. He's a fucking
Oh,
riot.
by the way, I should run up and get my tiki because he and I are tiki brothers.
Oh yeah, go do that.
This was
I'll be right back.
Nyla Rose's hat she threw at Tom, so we made him wear it during the match.
Yeah, that thing is fucking annoying.
There's more of the Cruise family. Oh yeah, go for it. Go for it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna expect you now, Whitney. The group.
I know. I want to go.
Because here's the deal. We all said this before going on the trip that we're like, we're not doing this again next year.
Take it easy, Mikey. Take it easy.
It literally was within the first 3 hours of the boat.
I don't know if it was that. It was before getting on the boat because we had such a good time.
I'll tell you what, the night before on Miami Beach was a blast with everybody. That was a good fucking night. I had a blast.
And our buddy who wrestled for Boca Raton, Steven Persons.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to go like last minute. Like Uber said, like I couldn't be the seventh person in a fucking minivan.
Got his face and head shaved by Bruce the Barber Beefcake that night.
Yeah,
no shit, no lie. Oh, there it is. There's the Tiki. Look, Tiki Brothers. Those the fucking glasses that Danny bought. He literally was like, I forgot my glasses. First ones I saw, so I bought them.
Yeah, just it fits his persona so well.
And then there's the three fattest guys at the pool.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about the three. I'll say the three fattest guys doing a podcast.
This is it. You could take a picture with these three guys whenever you're on these six.
All right, hold on.
Best picture ever.
So sorry.
Jenny.
Oh yeah,
Jenny.
At one point, JR was so drunk he didn't know who the server was, so he just kept yelling.
That was the second drink in. He wasn't even drunk. That was just old man
I don't know.
JR.
You guys still been drunk from the night before. You know, JR doesn't drink
as
much.
You got halfway through that before you looked at me. You were like, "Oh, that's not Jenny."
Yeah. I just was. Yeah.
You know, and by the way, so five drinks there at the poolside. You know, I bought 5 of them for myself and for you guys and stuff, and the fucking tab was not that bad. I mean,
I paid $40, and I drank for 3 hours at that pool.
I don't think the Dominican Republic knows what they're exactly doing on sales, but like, hey, more power to you. Yeah, shut up now. Because I generally think that there's gonna be enough people who probably said that was the fucking port to go to.
Yeah,
because,
but
I mean, even with the time changes like that,
change though every trip it has to because everybody
but
repeats this that it has to change, and the people who go on it every year want it to change. I know our group, a lot of them were saying they'd love to see it go to Jamaica, and that would be pretty amazing.
Well, I know that initially they posted about another.
That's a great pick.
I was the last person to take a picture with Nick Nemeth too, and we just talked a little bit about comedy.
Like, fuck, finally.
That was a fucking riot right there.
This is RJ City's improv show. It's probably one of the best events of the trip.
Do you have so I do have a video of. Do you have that one? You know, of Briscoe and Tony Storm doing the impersonations.
Did you put it in the chat?
I think.
Oh yeah, I did see it. Hang on, let me find. I don't think I loaded it up just because it looked a little like the lighting was weird on it. It was kind of hard to. Where is it?
Well, it wasn't close up, but it sounds fantastic. But anyway,
was that one that you did at Port? Okay, I didn't see that. I'll get it.
Anyway, so it's hard to pick out. I was just say it's hard to pick out what my favorite part was. I will be honest with you. I was exhausted because it's if I'm honest, the thing I didn't like was it's kind of an ordeal to get on a fucking boat.
That
is a bit of an ordeal, and they kind of
the worst part is getting on.
Yeah,
like once you're on, like once we get on, we sit down and we have that dinner. That's where it's like, Okay. Now.
Yep.
Now the
But
shit.
I'll tell you where I absolutely
I don't think
got-
you sent that video, JR.
no. Let me see if I can send it or get it in there.
All right. Well, what were you saying though, JR? Like as far as
When I absolutely got pumped and all my energy back was the Sail Away when the very first song they played was Judas.
mm-hmm.
And I was just like, shit. And what I thought were two Canadian helicopters doing a flyover was actually an emergency.
Yeah, that's great. When our boat leaves port and we gotta go down a little bit out of the port and then like back up and
Damn,
to
Whitney,
leave.
you looked at all of this? I didn't realize he was sending like 50, 80
I was going through them as you guys were sending them. Like I would, because you could click it and go through it. Yeah, I went through them as you. I was like, God, I hate these guys so much.
Oh my God.
We love you so much, Whitney.
I was glad you guys thought of me to send me pictures, but I also had FOMO so freaking bad.
It literally was not to piss you off. It was more of just so someplace
just
we
have
can all
them.
just so we could access it for the show.
Yeah.
That's how I get everything into the thing is here.
I'm
Because I was thinking, I was like, I hope she doesn't legitimately just get pissed. Like, fuck these, because like. Plus, also, yeah, a little bit. It was like, hey, you have to now come next year. And then I missed this. Who got the picture of Harley Cameron and her puppet?
I did, because that was the last comedy show.
I didn't know she did that. Dang.
Yeah, and then she literally did her Mercedes Monet's the next night on, or then the next Dynamite. She did her.
She did. Harley Cameron, another hit of the boat. There, we got Thunder Rosa, Christopher Daniels at the end of the night, the final curtain there. This is Will Ospreay in his last match pre first drink, I guess, and there he is after his drink. That's the thing with this cruise. You get Matt. They do shit that they're never going to do on TV or in house shows. So
yeah,
the whole thing is he slept on that pillow in the corner until they put a beer down his throat, and then all of a sudden he fucking Popeyed it up.
I think it was a Sex on the Beach, by the way.
Whatever.
Fozzy. Sex on the Beach.
Yeah. Fozzy. MVP. Tony Storm and Sexy Luther because he has his stuff on. Thunder Rosa. Which that match, Thunder Rosa and Nyla Rose.
That was the big hat match.
So that was the big hat match, but talk about matches and things you're never going to see on TV or anywhere else. Because at one point they made out.
Yep.
Right.
And they dry humped and they had a good old time in the ring, outside the ring. Nyla Rose ended up in the pool.
The true AEW After Dark was that match.
Yes.
Black Machismo, our good friends. Only a few of them, though, but Right to Censor. The best was watching them. Well, Fozzy was playing, and they were just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And from the
great.
port, a view of the boat.
We got a little bit of rain when we were at port, but also it felt kind of good. Like, you know, it didn't come down hard. It just kind of like a little bit of.
I was going through to deleting videos to load some up, and I came across this one. I was like, I just can't take this off.
You can't delete the jelly one.
Oh,
I love him.
He's such a spaz. We love him.
It says
Referee Jojo.
It says that it's too long, so I don't know how to get it over there.
I know technology is hard.
You'll have to it won't happen tonight unless you had it posted.
Unless I can figure out a way to load it up here myself.
That's what we really need.
Don't worry about it. I got a video of fat guys in little carts.
All right.
Funny thing is, like, I was really happy to see they had motors on them when we walked up because I was like, if JR and his kid is going to get on one of these and they're biking, they're going to be like, fuck you.
Wow. Exactly.
But also, it was great that you guys were with us because I knew you weren't going to walk all the way to the port from the boat. So I was like, all right, sweet. We get to go in these little cars.
We rode to there, but we walked back.
Yeah.
We didn't ride a cart back because we were drunk.
Need to burn off some of the fucking alcohol a little bit.
And
everybody left at different times too. Because Tom was the first to go back, wasn't he?
Yeah, but then I stopped at some shops. I got myself nothing says Dominican Republic like a baseball. So yeah, little trinket to remember the trip.
So and then the only other thing that kind of happened that everybody was kind of freaking out about was that the End Zone cast reunion finally happened.
Yeah,
on the boat. So we can show you.
Oh, Whitney, relax.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4 of you, but there's only one word to describe you, and I'm gonna spell it out for you. S-A-W-F-T.
You know what's fun is like they could do that in a stadium or arena and the whole place would pop and go nuts, and they did
them.
They did it for like 2,000 of us on a boat.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Whitney. They'll probably be signed somewhere together again eventually and do all
that.
Yeah,
now that happened and he's in AEW and Enzo's free agent, like they'll do it again eventually.
Here's the thing though, when you look at that video and you look at Jericho just sort of sitting there, he's got to be super pleased with how all of this shit turns out, you know? Because
the cruise is his baby.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very like the cruise is something special to him.
Because very, and that's the thing. I don't know if when you guys went with Dan, who took us to the Jericho experience, he was talking a little bit about that and how there he is.
She's so annoying. I'm listening.
Oh,
but he was talking about all of that stuff and how how he handpicks stuff and how and I think he said that at the end of the night on the last night how Christopher Daniels helped him with everything too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
he's been on I think every cruise CD.
Yeah,
I can't remember. Him and Kazarian have been on almost every other one, which
I wish I knew who that masked brother was.
I thought I had that video and I might, but I'm not going to go looking for it.
That was hilarious.
We got beaten in like 5 seconds.
Yep.
Cracks a beer before every fucking match, which most people would frown upon, but not the masked brother.
Not on a cruise.
I'll say this though too. You saw Brian Keith there, the bounty hunter or the bad apple Brian Keith, and he was enjoying that just as much as everybody else was as far as the Enzo and Big Cass reunion. But I don't know. I guarantee you there's one person who could not be stared out longer or more times than Enzo's girlfriend. Holy shit. Somebody told me that they asked, I don't know why they asked, it was one of the female friends of ours had asked Enzo's girlfriend how big her boobs are. Fucking H cups. Natural H cups. I mean, and they were fucking out there for everybody to see. And she's going to get a breast reduction surgery. So good for her.
I told JR this. Tom was in the elevator with me. You were in there with me, right? When there's a bunch of us in there. Enzo and his girl are in there. And as soon as the door shuts, Enzo just does one of these. Oh, big damn girl, you smelly girl. And like everyone's just laughing. She's just like, you're an idiot.
Very true. Very, very true.
No, I'll tell you, Enzo is very nice.
I don't think I ran into anybody who wasn't. You know?
So there's some people, by the way, criticizing Daniel Garcia during the photo session, saying that he wasn't very pleasant. JR and I had a nice long conversation talking about the Royal Rumble and the buffet with not only Daniel Garcia, but also Nick Wayne. And then another guy that was there with the talent.
Billington?
No, it was some guy who didn't wrestle. But yeah, Tom Billington was great. But yeah, we just had a conversation. You know who's fucking crazy? Like fun, like humorous. I got to have a conversation. Sam and Clay were there again. Like you saw the younger couple that was kind of in our friend group. They aren't on social media and stuff like that. But the three of us, along with Mama Garcia, fucking were just talking about comedy and wrestling and everything like that. I tell you what, she's a real hoot of a lady and stuff. Like just a real fucking pleasant human being. So. If anybody wants to talk shit about Daniel Garcia, first of all, go through her. it ain't gonna do you well, But yeah, I thought Daniel was great. Like, so again, some people said that he wasn't very pleasant. I'm like, you got to figure taking thousands upon thousands of pictures with people all the time.
Dude, he was going to town on the blackjack table when I was in a casino.
True.
Oh yeah,
True.
They were yelling their asses off too.
Yeah,
which was awesome. But
yeah,
I felt like me and Charlie ended up in an elevator with just us and Takeshita.
Wow.
And Takeshita was like super shy. And
well, just like, his English is not very good either.
He probably doesn't speak English too.
Yeah.
And he was also probably like, "Who are these two fucking huge dudes?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I hope I don't have to wrestle these guys.
You guys have to be on this boat.
But so anyways,
you guys in the elevator together is just enough for people to be like, I don't want to get stuck on an elevator on a boat.
Yeah,
I was walking towards the spa with Bobby Lashley. He's like, "You going to the gym?" Or no, we also rode the elevator. He's like, "You going to the gym?" I was like, "No." Do I look like I'm going to the gym?
And Bobby? I might have met like the first day on the actual boat. I went to the gym myself, and I'm following. Bobby Lashley and his girl are following right behind me, by the way. And one dude like sees that. He goes, "Hey man, what's going on?" I go, "Nothing." He goes, "I'm like, oh."
Yeah. No one cares about you. Anyway.
Was that
unknown, the Masked Brother.
I mean, we all know that's Frankie Kazarian, but it was one of the best.
It was so funny.
So good. Yeah, it was a great time. Whitney, I hope this has sold you.
That's a great point.
Pressing me right now.
So Dan brings up Juice Robinson, by the way. So our buddy Justin from the cruise. First of all, congratulations to him and Katie. They got engaged literally the night before we got on the cruise. So that was the big hullabaloo on the way to the port. But Justin was dressed up in a Bang Bang Gang shirt on the Saturday of the cruise. and we're going through the atrium, him and I, and all of a sudden there's Tony Storm and Juice Robinson, and Juice Robinson stops him and he goes, "Oh!" And then he wants to take a picture. I'm like, that's fucking dope, man. That is some fucking cool shit, too. Like where a wrestler is marking out on their own gear, because Justin does have the floppy hair, and so he could pull it off. I mean, a little bit shorter than Juice, but I mean, dude, that was fucking cool to see all of a sudden Juice just freak out like that. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. That's the shit right there.
I guess the thing is, if we were to each try to pick out what our favorite thing on the boat was, and I can't speak for you guys, but it was too much. There were so many favorite things that I just didn't expect, and there's no way to just pick out one thing. There's just so many things that were super cool.
Let me I'm going to divert a little bit here. I'm going to talk about somebody who's really cool, by the way, because you got to hang out with this dude on the flight down.
Oh, yeah.
And I talked to him at the airport because we were on the flight to Minneapolis together. Bonnie and Ted Irvine, the parents of Jericho, first of all, he thinks we're a way bigger deal than we are. Okay. Just talking to JR and his son and me at the airport. Like Ted thinks we are a big fucking deal. Because he even asked after the Gimmick Gala the next day when he saw JR and then me right next to him, said hi to Charles and to JR, and then asked me like, hey, did he give you a little bit of a hard time after the gala? I'm like, I got a little bit of few people who were a little pissed off at what I said. He goes, that's good. That's good then. I'm like, thank you, Mr. Irvine. I can die happy now. But yeah, an absolutely cool fucking dude that guy is.
And they both, so I was talking with him a little bit because he played in Minneapolis before there was the North Stars. Back in the 60s, it was the Minneapolis Bruins. And he says, oh, you want to hear some stories about Lou Nanne, who, if you're not from Minneapolis, Minnesota, he was a legendary hockey player up here, and crying out loud was still doing the commentary for the state tournament. But he says, I got stories about Lou Nanne, and I guarantee you they're all true. But he also told me about when he was here and the whole thing about Chris getting started in wrestling. And that's, you get to ask, you write down a question, and if he pulls it out, if Chris pulls it out in the thing, then he answers it. And Ted Irvine told me that Jesse Ventura had a huge part in Jericho becoming a pro wrestler. And the story goes that his father and Jesse were playing up in Winnipeg at some celebrity hockey game, some fundraiser. And Jericho says, I'm walking down the street. I see this big guy with a white leather jacket with tassels. And he goes, oh my God, it's Jesse Ventura. And he says he started, talking with him. And Jesse talked with him for like 5 minutes as they're walking. And he goes in and then plays it, and he says Jesse was on the skates and he couldn't skate for shit, and it was hilarious. And then he said there was an after party, and Jesse was sitting there. He went over and talked to him, and he says Jesse talked to him for close to an hour about stuff. And he said, if you want to become a pro wrestler, you should have something to fall back on and be ready for a lifetime of pain. And then he says when he originally came back to WWE, Jesse happened to be there on that night, and he went up to him and talked to him, said, oh, Jesse, I don't know if you remember, but you talked to me up in Winnipeg, and I wouldn't be here if you hadn't talked to me and been so open to me and given me that advice. And Jesse says, another Jesse Ventura success story.
Just like his legal marijuana.
And legal marijuana here, Chris. But it was, to me, that was huge. To me, RJ City recognizing me from when I opened for him and David Arquette was huge. It's like, that was years ago before the pandemic. And he's like, "Oh yeah, you did the Jesse Ventura impersonation." I'm like, "Yeah, fuck," you know. So there's just all of that shit that happens on the cruise, and you don't ever expect any of it, and you're so close to everybody else that it's kind of mind blowing. And then it sucks that it's over so quick.
Yeah, it's a good time. First week of November, 2026.
Yeah, the first
November
weekend.
7 to 11.
November 7th through 11th, 2026. Put it on your calendar, everybody. Again, we said we were not going, and I don't think we made it a full day into the trip before we were in agreement that we were going. And again, a big part of it is the community that you meet and that you build on the boat. We have a nice group that in the years I've been going, it's grown a whole lot. And I think it's going to grow again next year, as we have some other friends from the Iowa area who plan on going next year as well. So,
and by the way, a ton of people took our magnets off the doors too.
Sure did.
Which I thought was super cool.
It was fun to see other people's doors that had them on when they would take it on their door. But yeah, it was a good time. Whitney, you're gonna have a good time if you come with us.
I gotta go.
Gotta go. The one thing that sucked that we won't miss next year, this next time though on the cruise, is the Royal Rumble happened.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that would be a problem for me.
Well, we won't miss anything next time.
Yeah, now it's not going to be an issue.
November.
Now we'll just have to watch a Dallas game on the boat.
That's something I can probably miss.
Wow.
Hey, it's rough out here.
For real.
I mean, by that time, you're going to be through this next coming season and then into another season by the next Jericho Cruise. So that's what's really hard.
Coaches and all their teams,
you're right.
You know.
Dak won't be there.
Yeah.
Probably.
Get hurt in like fucking preseason.
Dak will be there.
God,
he'll break off two fucking fingers and still be a quarterback.
Dak will be there.
Dak will be there.
Yeah.
Everyone else will be the problem, not Dak.
God. What a dumpster fire the Cowboys are now. Oh well. Yeah. Still love them.
Go boys.
He said through a pained smile.
I am super pumped that the Chiefs lost the Super Bowl though, because now maybe those Cowboys Chiefs tickets will be a little bit cheaper.
True story. And not only did the Chiefs lose, they got murdered. Holy
it was ugly.
Shit.
Murdered.
I hate Philly, but good Lord, they just stomped them.
Glad to see him lose, but very hard to be happy to see Philly win it.
I know. That's why I didn't watch a single fucking second of the goddamn Super Bowl. Ha ha. Fuck you, NFL.
You missed nothing. The halftime show was fantastic.
Yeah,
that's what I hear.
That's
Kendrick got his words out.
It was crazy.
So did you all catch up on the Rumble? I know you guys watched a little bit on the boat. I did not. I waited till I got home. And we know, Whitney, you watched it live.
I laughed. I cried. I was surprised. It was fantastic.
So I was like dead asleep pretty much. I ended up getting home at like right at 7 last week. So I could have actually just gone live, been real quick, but like, hey, no show tonight, everybody. Peace out. And then just left. I should have. That would have been great. But I watched it, started Tuesday night when I got home. But I was also doing laundry, which I fell asleep during. And then I woke up Wednesday and still fell asleep a lot during the Rumble. So I had to go back and watch a lot of it back and forth. But overall, not bad. Pretty good show. Pretty good show. I'm not happy about who won the women's, but I think it's the only way that you make that. I don't like Charlotte. I think they could have done better. They had a better choice.
Nobody's better.
Don't give me that look, Whitney. Just because you got fandom all over you.
Nobody's better than the Queen.
I do think the women's was the best Rumble between the two.
Well, I'm not saying it wasn't a good Rumble. I'm just saying I don't.
No. I'm just saying though. I think for the show that night, I think the women's Rumble was better. I think the winner, I think the winner of the men's Rumble obviously was a bigger pop. But I will tell you this:
the hate that he's been getting after though.
I just really wish I was on Instagram on Saturday with the Royal Rumble just to see your reaction. How many times did you cry at while you're posting on your stories? Because you've done that before.
I was shocked. Like
how long did it take from him winning until you started yelling about how pissed you were you weren't there?
Oh, immediate. Immediate. I should have been there. right up front. I didn't think he was going to win it. I definitely thought they were going to give that to CM Punk. I didn't even think John Cena. I really thought they were going to give it to Punk.
I thought Cena was going to win.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
I
I love that Cena is going to have to work for this last title. I love that. And I love that he's willing to do it. And I just think it's going to make it better if he does win it that way.
Well, and I guess his last match, like the month of his last match, rumor is they're making a new pay-per-view called Ruthless Aggression solely to have that retirement match.
Now they decided to have that pay-per-view, huh?
I'm actually pretty hyped about this whole John Cena last ride year. Like I
am too. I'm not even really that big of a Cena fan, but
I'm not. I loved booing Cena. I loved booing John Cena.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's just.
Do you think?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know though.
I don't know if that's his match. Like, I as a fan, I couldn't say like, yeah, the Chamber is John Cena's match.
Maybe SummerSlam.
Well, I think too, like you can't do a year of the last ride, right? And the whole time just be like, I'm just glad to be here. It's my last time. Glad to be. You saw the turn in that post-show press conference where he's like, no, I have to win the title.
I loved that promo.
Like, I think, like you said, Whitney, it's going to be a fight. Like he'll lose the Chamber. He's going to lose something, and it's going to be him scratching and clawing.
When he said, I don't feel like I should have to ask, I have been loyal. If, I'm going to, like, I was like, yes, I like this.
Here's the other thing, guys. Vince is out. You got Punk. You got Rhodes. Merchandise ain't a problem no more, and he ain't been there forever. Do you toy with a little bit of a heel turn?
The Rumble. I really thought he was getting the Rumble.
But do you toy with a little bit of a heel Cena turn during this last year?
I don't think you can because I don't think there's enough time.
Yeah,
it's
true.
Oh, there's always time.
I mean, there's time, but he's not. The thing is, there's time, but he's not going to go out as a heel, and so there's not enough. In my opinion, there's not enough time.
I don't think they can make him a heel. I don't think there's with it being his last.
They can. They could.
But who would be the opponent? Like, who's the he's going to go against Cody? Like, there's a lot. Because Cody's take is the new Cena, right? Like, people either love him or hate him.
Well, so here's what I see about this, and I because we've talked about this before on here, as far as if a face does heel tactics and still comes out as a face after the match, that's how you do this. You have him win the title by grabbing the tights, maybe, of a Cody Rhodes, where again it's not necessarily you love or hate Cody, like, and also Downstate was the band that plays Kingdom, by the way, and everybody just fucking freaked out on the boat when they played it. But anyhow,
in my soul,
something Cody Rhodes. But anyhow, I think that's how you do it. Is you have Cena test the line a little bit, kind of move it a little bit here and there, and then wins with like a roll up, but grabs the tights. And that's how he gets that extra leverage or something like that, or throws a shoe at him. Who knows? That fucking seems to work for Tony Storm. You just throw a fucking shoe at him and it works.
Yeah. I don't, it's going to be fun to see what they do. I was going to say this before though, like if you ask me the biggest pop of the night at the Royal Rumble, maybe because I'm selfish and it's someone I really like, but I do think it was genuinely pop of the night. And also, kind of makes me excited to see, like, is WWE going to start really fucking swerving fans again now? And that is the Alexa Bliss return right after they released the story of they weren't talking anymore.
That pop was insane. I got goosebumps with just talking. Like, it was insane.
I freaked out.
I didn't think it was going to be that big for her to, like, I mean, I knew people would be excited, but I also I still don't understand what are we getting?
Well, yeah, right. So like that's gonna be the.
I'm excited to see where it like goes because it's giving Fiend.
She still has Lily,
but there's already
stuff.
A Wyatt Six.
So I guess someone was posting stuff about when Bray was talking, or not Bray, when Bo and the Wyatt Six were talking about like they were referring to as she opened the door or controls it, something like that. And I guess when she debuted, Bo on his Twitter posted just all he wrote was she. So it sounds like they're gonna tie. But the thing is, I think Bo is hurt, like hurt, which is why they
Yeah,
haven't.
but with her already having the tie to Bray, she could kind of be
And
the
that's
one to
she can kind of come in now, maybe take
control
over that
it.
5
Yeah.
6. You got Nikki Cross, former tag partner there
Mhm.
too. At least till Bo can come back, and then maybe that little struggle of power. Maybe she, because that's the thing, we never got the payoff to
Mhm.
her actually having control over the Fiend at Mania.
Right.
So there's a lot that could happen within that story. But super pumped she's back. One of my all-time favorites is Alexa Bliss. So
I was most excited to see Nikki Bella. I don't care what anybody says.
I thought that was really weird.
I don't mind that they brought her back.
Sure.
I don't mind that they brought her back, and I don't think they booed her because of that. I think 30 though. You gave her that 30.
Yeah.
Bring her in the middle.
Didn't she get 30 a couple years ago when she came back too?
I don't remember, but she
Or maybe like 29, 30-ish somewhere. I mean,
like I thought it was gonna be Becky. I thought for sure.
I really thought we were gonna get AJ at least for the Rumble. I genuinely thought she would do Rumble. I really did.
I think she's done.
I don't know. It's the Rumble.
Is she still producing for WOW?
I don't think so. I want to say I saw something where it said she was, but
when they launched, she was a producer. But
I've seen many interviews of her like never say never, but I'm done right now. Like, because the Rumble is the one that you can one off and get away with it, you know.
Very true. Very true.
Like the only way you can.
Yeah, but anyways, Charlotte did take that one away. A lot of talk about how many people were like, that doesn't look like Charlotte. We get it. Okay. She was gone for a while. She was injured. She also probably had to recover for some surgeries. It is what it is. Also came out right after the Rumble that her and Andrade apparently got divorced.
She's like her daddy.
A whole new woman.
Just like her daddy.
Yeah, no kidding. The tag match, I'm not going to lie, that one I missed. I didn't watch the tag match.
It could have been better. I thought Machine Guns looked slow.
Yeah,
that whole match. It's okay though. It was all right.
I believe everybody hates Charlotte.
I mean, it's not that we hate Charlotte.
I don't.
When someone's got
how they thought they were gonna bring her back as a baby face, and just like because we all kind of like thought they were just gonna give it to her, so she would have to come back as a heel if she's been gone this whole time, and you just give her the title shot, right? So like when they were like booing her, everyone acted like they were shocked. I would have brought her back as a heel.
She's definitely heel.
Yeah. I don't think that's what they wanted though. I think they thought people were gonna be excited to see her.
Well, because everybody thinks the matchup will probably be her and Tiffany Stratton, right? So like, and they've been kind of turning Tiff a little bit more towards kind of in between, a little bit more of maybe a face now that she's away from Nia Jax. But I mean, that's the whole thing. It's really hard to pull off a heel versus heel championship match.
You're done with me?
She's got to go. She's got to leave you.
Yeah, but then when I walk her out, she sits outside the door and cries.
Yeah.
Because you're not.
It's bipolar. She gets it honestly.
Where's Elliot?
The hair flip just does it for me.
Elliot.
I think what it is, and Daniel Garcia actually was the one who said this. You got to build new stars with the Rumble, right? So it's nice he had Roxanne Perez be the last elimination, but
Roxanne Perez standout for the Rumble this year, and actually we said this a few months ago. NXT right now probably has the best women's locker room, probably that's active. Like all of them are great in ring, like that whole roster right now. And we saw that there was 5, 6 of them that all had decent showings at that Rumble match.
Yeah, but I still wanted some legends. We really didn't get anything.
They very much have strayed away from legends. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you mean? You just mentioned Nikki Bella.
Yeah,
I think she's gonna come back.
Yeah, I do too. She also made reference that there may be Brie mode in the future too.
Yeah, I think she'll be back for a little bit.
But hey, you know what? Maybe that opens the door for.
But I don't know what female legend I would have wanted to see other than AJ, because I don't think she'd come back full time.
Gail Kim was a big rumor, and that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's because of the working relationship with TNA.
Right.
TNA, you guys, I hate Joe Hendry. I can't do it. I can't get behind it. I can't do it.
No, first of all, you accept Joe Hendry because of the fucking Royal Rumble appearance, he was not on the boat with us. All right, so this is fucking bullshit.
No.
I feel like there's something else. How did they not know he needed certain shit to get on the boat? Like, you guys didn't look into this shit? Like, come on.
I cannot. I am just. I don't get it. I can't.
Here's the deal.
If it's a work visa, that's the whole other thing, because he has to get in there with technically as a U.S. work visa to then say he's getting on a boat to not work in the Dominican Republic either, though. So that's probably what it came down to.
I also heard that the Dominican does not allow one-way flights in.
Oh, well, but he made a comment that it was a document issue getting on the plane.
What up, we are pro wrestling?
Oh, wait, I have a question.
What is it?
Just speaking about being able to get in places. Elimination Chambers in Toronto. So are the Usos allowed back in Canada?
Ooh. Well, I mean, the one that won, maybe that's why you have Jay win the Royal Rumble, is because he can't be in Toronto.
That's a good question.
That's a really good question, Whitney. Look at you doing your research.
Well, speaking of that, the men's Rumble winner right there, Jay Uso. Yeah.
Can we just make one quick statement? They got to stop doing that fucking point. I'm sorry. The yeet, awesome. In fact, Daniel Garcia was doing that in the buffet. You remember that?
Michael Cole and Pat yeet makes my life.
Were you guys watching?
The point to the fucking sign is so stupid at this point.
Were you guys did you watch the end of that in the buffet then? You guys
no, we only watched the end of the women's Royal Rumble. We with Garcia, and then I saw him at the port, and I was like, "Hey, by the way, who won the men's one?" He goes, "You know it, yeet." I'm like, "Okay, all right, buddy." It's catching on everywhere, man.
Here's the deal, though: if you ever meet the Usos in real life, you'll never hate on them though. Because they are some of the nicest fucking guys you'll ever meet. Like, they are legit just cool as fuck. I think 2 times I've met them now, and one was we were literally interacting.
I wonder if they would remember me.
Of course, you were climbing all the
way. Hey, you're the girl that grabbed my shirt. I remember
you about knocked me over.
Yeah, you were the ones who dabbed it up. All right, fuck yeah. I
was looking at the hard cam, and you jumped me.
You ruined the live shot. I got yelled at.
You are, again, how many times did you have to fucking hear that you're a goddamn sea filler before you realize that I'm sure Jay Uso probably knows who the fuck you are, or at least remembers who the fuck you are.
Oh.
You goddamn sea filler.
Oh. God, I hope he doesn't remember me.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I mean, what, two weeks in a row or some shit like that? 3 shows in a row?
Technically, yeah, just 2 places. You know what?
Listen, I'm not blaming you.
Time. I don't even care.
Yeah.
I didn't get kicked out. That's all that matters.
You're supposed to.
I am still friends with the security guard in that section on Snapchat, and I still talk to him to this day because I'll be damned if I don't ever get my way in Evansville, Indiana.
Okay, all right. Listen.
He is my bestie for I even took pictures of him, like when Braun Strowman was wrestling, what's his name?
But is he
came over the edge of our side? I'm like, smile, and he was like making, because he's not allowed to turn around and look, so it's just like,
is he WWE security?
The security guard at Evansville,
or is it like the arena security?
The event security.
The arena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, yo, listen, I do this all the time. I get hyped. I get amped. For the love of God, let me come up here, like, because you're not supposed to get up right next to it when you're in that area. I was like, you got to let me come up there. Like, I'm not going to do nothing crazy. I'm not going to jump the fence that I know of, but I need to have access. And
unless Jay needs help.
And then you do. And this
adrenaline took over and when you got arrested.
Well, and they even brought WWE security over. And I was like, okay, something's happening because WWE security came over too. So I was like, they're bringing Jay over here. So then I had to hurry up and be like, excuse me, I'll stay out of the way. And then I'm like, run! I jump out in front, you know?
Hey, but that's not your fault. He extended his hand to you for the dab.
Yeah. I was just standing at the end and then he was like, I was like, oh my God, 3? Is it 3? I think it's 3. Is it 2? No, it's 3. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. That's literally what I'm saying is don't fuck this up. The whole time, don't fuck this up. You're on television. Don't fuck this up. And then I see myself on television. I'm like, you fucked up.
Yep. Oh, that's so great. Did you guys see the iSpeed guys arm or leg after the Rumble?
No.
it looks like a whole layer of skin like burned off.
No, but the view from the crowd, that like it didn't look that bad until the view from the crowd. Like it looked like it hurt, but then you saw like the crowd's videos, and I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah, he killed that poor guy.
brutal. You can always tell who isn't a wrestler, and that's why I don't like the F word. It's not fake; it's predetermined.
And then there was also some talk about a little heat on LA Knight from multiple people in that match. Also, big one was Drew McIntyre, who I guess actually said something about it. Didn't say his name, but yeah, I guess he ruined a couple different spots supposedly in that Rumble to get himself over, is what the talk is.
No way.
Yeah, and then it was a good time. Rumble will always be my favorite. You know what I mean? And it's one that I've never gone to that I'm dying to go to.
Yes. It's the best.
Have they said where it's at next year?
You can go to the next one.
It's in Saudi next year, isn't it? Like the real legitimate Rumble, isn't it? Like, aren't they putting it in Saudi?
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
You can go to that one with Tim.
I do want to go to that. Fucking Noah. Yeah, I would like to go to that Riyadh though and check out that WWE experience they built. That thing looks fun.
Hey man, you gotta go to Saudi Arabia eventually. Apparently,
they're really pulling the tourism, I guess. Someday though, maybe we'll get it. Do you guys think? So, would you think of the Indianapolis though, like that crowd, because they're getting a Mania? Like they basically said it.
I don't know how they're giving fucking Indianapolis a Mania before Minneapolis, just
Pat
because.
McAfee.
Well, I understand McAfee, but dude, the town, like, it's not as big of town as Minneapolis. First of all,
Mike,
geographic location maybe, but you still would rather go with probably Chicago. But Chicago doesn't have a big enough arena anymore for WrestleMania. At least not anything that's covered.
Did any of you guys? This is so off. Did anyone watch Raw last night?
Yeah, I missed it.
Oh.
Why was George Kittle there? I just need to know. It was
weird.
He's a mark.
But it was in Nashville.
Yeah,
he was just there.
He played football.
Charlie says, "Hey, why is Kittle there?" He says, "It's George Kittle. Why is he there?" Before they ever even pointed to the fact that he was.
I was like, that looks so much like George Kittle, and then McAfee said it, and I was like, oh my god.
Mike says it's his hometown. Also, I think he's friends with like Penta. I mean, he's friends with a bunch of them, but
I didn't know that was his hometown.
I don't know either. I just know he was a Hawkeye, so everybody in Iowa just loves George Kittle.
Which is why Mike knows his hometown.
I went to all those Hawkeye games, and I got all those programs that say hometown to Nashville, Tennessee. I'm like, all right, yeah.
Speaking of Penta, I feel so bad for I'm happy he's getting paid, but Jesus, he doesn't look. I don't even know what the hell. He doesn't look the same. He doesn't seem to kind of act the same.
Oh, I think it's because you're just so used to not seeing him with a partner. Like no one ever sees him really singles since Lucha Underground. I think he had a great Rumble, and I think that's a real big good sign for his career. The fact that they kept him in there the longest.
I'll say, yeah, I agree.
And and even when he got eliminated, he got a nice big spot in right before he got eliminated to like be like, hey, don't forget me.
A lot of luchadors, by the way, in the Rumble this year, especially early on. You know, like Escobar was in there. Obviously, Ray was number one. Andrade. So, I mean, they had quite a few early. I did like the spot early though, where Rey Mysterio and Penta almost eliminate each other. I actually want to see that as a spot. I want to see the number one and number two eliminate each other, and then just fight all the way to the back, and then the third person goes in. Like,
what do I do?
I have like 5 seconds of just no one in the ring. And just all of a sudden, like, well, what the fuck are we doing now?
Who was the quickest elimination in that men's Rumble?
Speed.
No, was it? No, It was someone else, wasn't it?
I don't know.
At one point though, Cole was just like, "That's gotta be a record," and the whole time I'm like, that motherfucker had to go in one side of the ring and go across the whole ring to get to the action, and then I was like, there's no." Yeah, Ludwig. I was like, there's no way that was shorter than Santino. No way.
No way.
Taking his record.
Yeah, because Kane threw out Santino immediately.
He rolled in, stood up.
A
and
little
was out.
German dude.
Little German dude.
6 seconds for Kaiser.
Yep. Call him Mr. Tiffany Stratton.
If he could be so lucky.
He is.
I know, but like, to actually marry her, I'm just saying, like.
I like him though. He's got that shit look that you're like, I want to punch him. Like Imperium was great in their heyday.
Yeah.
Well, apparently you got to still be part of somewhat aligned with Gunther to keep your job nowadays too. So, sorry.
I liked. Well, that's the thing too. Like Jay winning once it happened made so much more sense because of Gunther.
Von Schnitzel Stratton.
Because they have had some good matches, so it'll be that story can now continue, and that's going to make Jay's win better than if he just took on someone that he's just starting that story with right now.
Right.
So I think him and Gunther at Mania is going to be a great match. We all know Gunther's an amazing talent, and we know Jay is. So I mean, like that's going to be a great.
I cannot believe he won.
And he's going to win. Like, what are you going to do when he wins the title?
I'm gonna die.
I'm surprised you're not going to Vegas.
I can't do the 2 nights. I hate 2 nights. I did say though, I'm like, I bet you this is gonna be a night 1. Maybe I should go Vegas. I could do night 1. High key though, I'm really not that much of a fan of Vegas either.
Yeah, it's Vegas.
I just went like 8 years in a row for my sister's birthday. We just went all the time. I'm just kind of over Vegas.
God, did she not want to do anything else for her?
No. She is obsessed with Vegas. She wants to take my dad for his birthday because my dad's like a big time gambler that's never been to Vegas. And I was like, I think that's a good thing, but that's where she wants to take him. And I'm like, dude, I'm sick of Vegas.
Go on a cruise. There's a casino on the fucking boat.
Yeah, JR did way more gambling than we know about.
JR did great at gambling, by the way.
But yeah, he did all right on the boat.
You know what? I did not do as much as I thought I was going to. I literally gambled 3 times. That's
it. Came out a winner
on ships.
Oh, it's a
yeah.
There.
I mean, it's not the base.
I don't need to take my dad somewhere that a casino is accessible 24/7. That's why I don't want to take him to Vegas. They're in the hotel lobbies, like
they're in the airport.
You could probably find a hotel where you have a slot machine in your room.
It's just never going through South Dakota and any of the gas stations there.
Yeah,
that's how it is here. They're in our gas stations, grocery stores, hair salons. They're everywhere.
Hair salons, Jesus.
No, literally, they're in hair salons here. Yes.
Miss, are you ready? I'm on a heater. God damn it!
Yeah. Your hair is fried from the bleach. I don't care. I'm 200 up. I'll buy a nice wig. Like
y'all got problems. Yeah.
God damn, that's fucking funny.
Wow, that's great. All right. Let's before we talk about the Super Bowl. Yeah, we are wrestling with that fucking $15K for floor seats. That's, oh my God. I remember Elimination Chamber. I was second row, took the chair home. That was $350 for that ticket. Ridiculous. Like something's got to give. How do you expect fans to pay these kind of prices?
Well, I mean, I was talking with my buddy Mike about even Dynamite coming to the fucking Roy Wilkins in March. Fucking $250 for floor seats. Yep.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, they definitely.
Yeah. But I think Tony Khan's almost fucking pricing his fans up, man. Like it's $70 for the cheapest fucking nosebleed at Roy Wilkins.
Are you shitting me?
Really?
That's what Mike was telling me. Yeah.
And we might be paying $100 to sit in cushy seats at fucking Raw for Cena's last Raw.
Right.
All right. Well, whatever. Anyways, it's that time of the night, and holy fuck, do we have a doozy? Malice, was this you? Be honest.
No, we know who it was.
I don't think we really need to have. I mean, like, I guess
no.
JR.
That's the show, everybody. See you later.
That's it. You need a big dick in there. So, did you respond?
Fuck no.
Why not?
I like the fact that it's kind of informal. I mean, or it should be.
I
Do
wanted to
you?
be like, yeah, you don't qualify, but then I don't know, I just like, I can't do it. I'm not arguing. I can't. That's just.
I'm already a friend of Whitney's. She doesn't need any other big dicks in her life.
And you are a gigantic dick.
Huge dickhead.
You
over
met
there.
Top Shelf Tom. I'm covered there.
So where did this comment come from?
Instagram.
It's just amazing. Like, really?
What we should have seen is
think
how many
that
likes
should
this
be
comment might have gotten then too.
The best way to break the ice?
Oh, I deleted that. I screenshotted and deleted it. Just because it was a comment, not a message. It was a comment on a photo.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. I thought for sure that would have been like.
I was like, you know
someone got
what?
into
That one's going to the boys. Click, and now it's off of my.
Oh my god! Now wait, did you?
You can be my friend. Just make sure you tell me who you are.
That's Dan. Yeah, you gotta use your screen name. Like
say-
Wicked Mustard 1968.
Yeah,
remember,
you gotta tell me where you know me from, or I'm not gonna.
Dan
Remember,
Frank,
this is
OG
Dan.
2 count, man.
remember, this is Dan. You need to be dick in your life. This is who it is.
Yeah. My God.
I
What
just,
a fucking joke. Why do we do this to people?
for the life
So wait,
of me,
like,
though,
did you see a picture of this guy though? Does he have BDE?
No, it's like the picture's like a cartoon. Like it's like not even and it was a private profile. I checked. It was a private profile. I didn't follow him back, so I couldn't see.
And a Keurig. You need a Keurig in your life too. So says
I have a
Malice.
Keurig.
Oh,
Good on that end.
I don't drink
Malice
coffee
would have
though.
been the one commenting afterwards. And a Keurig?
I have a Keurig and I don't even like coffee. I'm trying to convince myself to like it. I try drinking coffee once every couple of weeks, and I think it's disgusting, and I can't get over it.
I'm with you, actually.
But I bought the Keurig for hot chocolate.
Oh, smart.
And I bought an iced one, and you can buy the like refreshers, and I bought coconut milk, and I make like my little pink drinks in my Keurig.
Sweet.
No coffee though.
have you ever
And
thought
still no
about
big
cooking a
dick in the
cup of
life.
noodles
Okay.
with your Keurig?
You what?
Have you ever thought about cooking like a cup of noodles with your Keurig?
No, you can't. How are you gonna cook noodles with a Keurig?
Hot water.
Fucking water. Put it into that fucking cup of noodles and then enjoy.
No, I don't eat a
Cup
cup
of
of
ramen.
noodles. I'm not poor.
You don't have to be poor to enjoy that shit.
I'm just kidding. I really do like ramen, but I don't like the cups. I like the little packets.
Or the bowls.
The packets,
Or the
yeah.
squares.
Yeah, the squares.
Yeah.
I love those. But I
All right.
can't do them.
She's
You
a
know how to-
DIY kind of gal.
Yeah,
You know,
not that.
so if you want to break the ice and get into that big dick conversation, send the girl some fucking ramen first.
Honestly, just send me money.
Cash
The only
App
kind of
is
big dick I need in my life has a big wallet with it. Thank you.
a Venmo.
Benjamin, it says Benjamin Franklin on there. He's
Yeah.
the biggest dick I need.
There's bigger bills than Ben Franklin, but
They're all the same size. The denomination is what really matters. I need the bigger denomination on the same sized bill, you know.
so what are you saying? Your Cash App is at McAllister8 as well.
McAllister 8, just send me all of your funds. That's all I care about.
Venmo is the same, right?
Yep. I'll be nice to you when you message me stupid shit if you're sending me money.
See, look at that, guys.
At least $50 minimum. If you send at least $50, you say something stupid like that, I'm gonna be like, you know what? You're not that bad.
Didn't I
I
tell
still
you
got a big
before,
dick 'cause
though?
you pay for it, but like,
You-
congrats.
Didn't I say that you should charge per response?
Yeah.
I'll respond. It's $50.
Well, that's what OF is. I only respond to people there because they're paying to be there.
Oh, okay. You could do that on other platforms as well.
Well, I do on Instagram. People that are subscribed to my Instagram, I respond to their DMs.
Okay. How much does it cost to subscribe?
I think
How
like
much
$5.
does it cost? $5?
Yeah.
Oh, so this guy went about it all wrong. He should $5 and then that, and you'd have been like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, nope.
But you would
So
have
there's this one
responded.
guy.
He
there's this
sends
one
another
guy-
$5. Like, are you sure?
I'm wondering if this is the guy it is, because there's this one guy that I did have to block that would get on all my socials and bother me and say just like stupid shit. And I personally know him. He's from the town I'm from, and it just pissed me off. So I blocked him. He sent me $5 on Cash App and said, "Will you please unblock me? Can we please talk?" And I sent it back and said, "No." That was it.
Oh.
You ever see this guy in town?
No,
Okay.
I haven't. Not in a long time, but
He's moved
Like, why
away.
would
That's
you do
how he's
that?
like staying relevant to you.
he was like saving pictures of me and like giving them to people for free, like locally, like talking shit. I'm like, but you're buying it. Like, you spent $50 on that picture and gave it to 3 people for free. Who's the stupid one? Not me. Like, you know.
I got my money, motherfucker.
I blocked him on OF and on all socials, and he found me on Cash App, sent me $5 and said, "Will you please unblock me? Can we please talk?" And I sent it right back and said no. Because you have to put like you can put a little note with your. I thought that was so funny. I should have kept the 5 and just sent like a penny back and said no.
$4.99, motherfucker. Ha
I
ha,
just wanted
bitch.
to prove a point, you know. Fuck you and your $5. Like,
Oh yeah. Also, real quick, forgot about this, but on that next cruise, I do think that's during Jericho's birthday. People were saying
It is.
so. It's gonna be his birthday cruise.
so when is it?
He's gonna die on that.
November
November
7th to the 11th. 2026.
Don't know where we're going, but it's going to be out of Miami most likely. Actually, I don't even know that. It could be out of fucking San Diego. Who knows? I mean, Norwegian Cruise Lines has fucking ships go everywhere, out of everywhere.
I think Sixth Man does most of their stuff though out of Miami,
Yeah, I think so too.
or just
2
Florida.
days after your birthday, Charles. Oh, what? Oh.
It'll
See,
be
here's
like-
the thing. I'm gonna have a real problem like with my family because that's a day that cruise leaves Miami a day after my nephew's birthday, and if I'm saying I'm taking a vacation and I'm not gonna go see him on his birthday, my brother and sister-in-law might lose their shit on me. Just saying.
You'll buy him a gift on the boat.
That's probably it. I'll go buy him a nice gift at port or something.
Yeah, do that. Devin did that for his niece.
What
He
the
and
fuck?
he gave her those. Jesus, you guys already got an Airbnb book. Good lord.
That's what I was saying. What the fuck, dude? Not about Devin buying that stuff at the
yeah. No, I
surf
know. I get what you were saying. Your reaction to that's.
I didn't.
All I
even
know
think
is
this was fucking
if
far.
it's in Miami, we got to stay at that Penguin Hotel again. That place was great.
That is a fucking great spot to be at, man.
Just
so many
location
fucking things
wise.
within walking distance.
Yeah.
I didn't load it up, but I have video of Tom seeing the Miami beach for his very first time ever, like the actual beach.
Oh, you guys walked over the hump?
We did. In our street shoes.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then my
Like
room
real
view. That picture was out there too. I sent that. Fucking room view was fucking magnificent, dude. That sunrise in the morning. Ha-ha.
Was it the beach? Could you see the beach?
Yeah. I can see the waters. Fucking see the sun coming up over. Hell yeah, dude.
We got the alley again.
Which, but I will say this though, I don't know why Miami decides it's a good idea to fucking pressure wash the street at fucking 7 o'clock in the morning. You fucks, wake up everybody at the goddamn hotels that are spending too fucking much for it. You fucking weirdos.
Cool. November 9th. Yeah. All right. So it's Jericho's birthday cruise.
Oh, he's gonna be turning 56. That's not a fucking birthday to celebrate, says Patton Oswald.
Old geezer will make signs that just say "Old Man Jericho."
Well, clearly.
Happy birthday, old man.
How's that?
Anybody want to give thoughts on Super Bowl?
I honestly didn't care. I'm happy it turned out the way it turned out. Just because I think if Kansas City would have happy birthday, Stacy.
Hey!
If Kansas City would have won that three-peat, they would have been insufferable more than they are now. The Eagles' defense was absolutely freaking brilliant. And I'll be honest with you, I fell asleep in the second quarter.
I always have like a little group of friends come over every year for the Super Bowl, the same group. So everybody came over. We didn't want, I mean, the game was on, but like we were all just fucking laughing and having a good time, eating a bunch of food.
I liked seeing that one Eagle rookie get the pick 6 on his birthday. That was cute.
I didn't even
Also, I
know
think
that happened.
Also, I think from Iowa.
Yeah.
He's from
he went
Iowa.
Mhm.
Yeah, Iowa Hawkeye.
That was cute, but other than that,
Cooper
I kept saying I
DeShane.
hope the place got bombed, which is horrible of me to say. I didn't mean it like that, but I just didn't want anyone to win.
New Orleans is a pile of shit town anyway, so yeah, if it needed to fall into the fucking Gulf
Great
of
city.
America.
Great city to go to for Mania week, though.
I'm sure it is, but
No, it was insane. Mania New Orleans was fucking insane.
I forget you went to the second one. I went to 30.
Insane. Seeing
Amazing.
all the cosplay on Bourbon Street and the cosplay matches taking place, and just
Well,
it was
that's
insane.
gonna happen no matter what, though.
Holy shit!
I
All the
remember going-
random wrestlers you just run into on this. I don't know how many bars and stuff I got into because I'm with them.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, everybody, they all go to Bourbon Street and they're all
everywhere.
Let me just say this. I'm glad I didn't watch. I did see that highlight. Apparently, Cooper DeShane is the first guy to ever score a touchdown in the Super Bowl on his birthday, which is such an arbitrary fucking thing to fucking bring up. Like, hey, congratulations to the fact that you're born in fucking February, I guess.
Good job on your birthday. Yay.
Yeah. But also, like, that's a feel good moment. Good for the kid. But that's the only highlight I saw of the fucking game.
It was cute.
Yeah, Kendrick again.
what was it? They put the whole second string in, so like that's kind of cool, right? That doesn't happen. So I mean, at least like the guys who
My family are like diehard Kansas City fans, so I asked my nephew and everybody. I was like, "Could you guys not afford Super Bowl refs? I don't understand what happened." Nobody responded to me.
Well, and I think that's what this was what Dan was getting to right there, is the fact that everybody has been calling the fucking Chiefs out for this shit and the NFL for this shit, especially with how the
AFC 15-2 and shit the bed that bad. Like,
because their offense has been fucking terrible. Like, people don't understand. Their offense was fucking jack shit this year. They didn't score over 30 points until the AFC Championship game. So that's why another reason I didn't watch it. If this was scripted and these are the teams you wanted, after all season, everybody wanted to see the fucking Bills and the Lions, or the Bills and the Vikings, or somebody else other than fucking Kansas City. Like, this is what you scripted, and this is what
Philly.
we got.
Like it was the two worst teams you could put in it.
Yeah, there's literally their fan bases are the only ones that give a shit, really. Like, everybody else who watches, like, watching because that's what you do as an American. Yeah. I'm so glad I said, "Nah, fuck it. I'm going to just keep watching this."
But you know what? It also shows, because let's be honest, the biggest thing talked about after Sunday night wasn't the game. It was the fact that Kendrick Lamar basically called Drake a pedophile on TV and in front of the
stadium saying it.
And the whole stadium saying it. I mean, literally, like, you watch that game and you're like, nobody could be more embarrassed than the Chiefs for this fucking game. Then the halftime show comes, you're like, nope, Drake's probably more embarrassed.
All the memes coming out this week, though, after that, where it's like,
he's literally in the middle of suing Kendrick Lamar over this, which is why I'm so confused.
Yeah.
What?
Well, and that's why he didn't actually say the pedophile line, like the word, like it's scratched on that.
But to say Drake, and like,
not even just to say it, to look directly in the camera, and smile and say Drake, like legit. And then the whole Serena Williams there dancing, which is Drake's ex, and her like mean mugging the camera, and just obviously Samuel L. Jackson is Uncle Sam, and then this like the political landscape undertones that was involved in that. But like, really, there was a guy who basically called out someone for being pedophile and those actions, and I don't know, people either loved it or people lost their goddamn minds that this guy got to do the halftime show. And it's been pretty interesting to see people going back and forth since Sunday about this. But
well, all the memes were saying there's two things that got cooked real good on Sunday: Drake and the Chiefs. So like, fuck yeah, dude.
Very, very true. Yeah. And I didn't even see it. Like, I guess like Taylor Swift got like booed big time. I didn't even see that.
They put up on the big screen, I guess, and then people booed it. They cheered Donald Trump in the stadium, apparently, which I'm like, okay, to each their own.
No, okay. Yeah, I saw a beam and it was like, just think of it this. She got booed at the Super Bowl by all those people in that stadium, yet whenever Travis goes to a Taylor Swift show, he's cheered. They're like, what the fuck?
Swifties don't know no better.
Because the Swifties are better than the rest of us.
Yeah, sure they are.
Basically. I mean,
also, did you see what
you're
Travis
booing
Kelce
someone
was wearing?
who's just a natural good person, but also famous. So, like, who are you?
Do you see this like blouse that he was fucking wearing after the fucking game? It's like this rust-colored like.
No, because like
velour.
He didn't do much, right? Like he didn't do the press conference.
No, he like left, but like somebody like showed back, like coming out of the locker room towards like the bus or whatever. And it's like, oh, dude, this guy thought he was going out and partying afterwards. Okay,
well,
all right, dude.
I saw that because someone posted a thing. They're like, just remember, each team still has an after party when the Super Bowl's over. And they showed a video of the Chiefs one, and it was like 2 Chainz, and like everybody was just kind of like, they're like, the Chiefs is way more depressing this year.
Well, isn't like Tech Nine the guy who came out with that Red Kingdom song?
Glad that shit's over.
Yeah, now I can't wait for September and watch the Cowboys talk.
Yeah.
Hey man, everybody has a shot right now. Everybody's 0-0. So
I've got a really shitty baseball team I'm looking forward to all summer, so that's exciting.
St. Louis
are you a Cardinals?
Yeah.
I like the stadium.
All my teams are crumbling, and it's so funny because I don't like any Illinois teams, but I like NBA basketball, and I'm a Cavs fan.
Oh.
I'm all over the map on, I don't know.
How?
Cowboys, Cavaliers, and Cardinals, my 3 C's. Well, I don't know. Because I never really watched basketball religiously enough, and I used to go to a lot of wrestling events in Ohio, and I have a lot of friends there, and they would buy me Cavaliers merch and stuff. So I just like the Cavs, and I liked Kevin Love. I loved him. He was my favorite.
Wait. So you were you T-Wolves fans before you went to Cavaliers or no?
No.
Okay.
She's probably. I was gonna say, Whitney's probably like, wait, he played on the Timberwolves too?
Yeah, no, I only that was back. I got into it back when LeBron was on the Cavaliers. So everyone's like, "You're just a bandwagoner," and I'm like, "No, I don't like.
King
I don't
James,
like LeBron."
baby.
But
the goat.
Did you guys watch the game last night to watch Luka?
I saw a little bit at the bar after,
but I heard they scored 100 points by the third quarter.
72 at halftime.
Jesus fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was just crazy seeing him and Lakers.
Yeah, I'd never been an NBA guy. I just never.
Oh, I love basketball. I don't watch it religiously because there's way too many fucking games, and they start so late. The game last night started at 9:30. Like what?
I'll watch hockey before I put on the NBA.
Oh, I've never watched hockey.
I feel like you would like it. They're
I
pretty
think I would too. That's why everyone's like, Whitney, it's brutal. It's like it's violent.
They fucking fight for real.
And I'm friends with a girl who works for the Blues. I need to get a hold of her maybe and get some tickets.
What?
Yeah.
You get some wild tickets. I'll be down there.
Okay. Let's go.
That'd be a good
this
time.
is our halfway decent. That's good too. Yeah. I don't know. I'm glad the football season's over, man. Like it gets to be long, anyways. But then when you have these two teams again, you know, we are pro wrestling brought up as far as like when the Lions were bounced, they were out. I'm like, yeah, I thought the same thing, man. Like as soon as the Vikings were done, I'm like, I don't really give a fuck now, man. Like, okay, go Lions, and then you know, Lions did what they did. So, and then it was literally like year 2 NFC East.
I do want to see the Lions win a Super Bowl.
I want to see the fucking Vikings win the Super Bowl. I want to see the Bills win the fucking Super Bowl. I want to see the Lions win the Super Bowl.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Bills win too. I wouldn't mind seeing.
I want to see the Titans win a Super Bowl. So, but the Cardinals can still go fuck themselves. I hope that they fucking die in that desert heat all the time.
Shit! What just happened?
No, the Cardinals. That's the thing. People forget the Cardinals have been around for fucking ever, and they can't do shit. So whoever has owned that team can't do shit. They're a fucking terrible example of what a fucking franchise should be. I mean, literally, it's like having senile Jerry Jones as their owner for the whole history of that fucking franchise. So, Cardinals will never be good. Anybody in Arizona who's watching us right now, I said it. I meant it. I hope they fucking die in that heat. Just saying. And on that note, good night, everybody.
That was just like a Debbie Downer moment. What just happened?
Tom fucked the show again.
Again?
Back to normal.
That's funny. I don't really have anything else planned. I know Tom has a migraine and he's barely surviving this right now.
Charles is right. Yeah, clip that for some way street heat stroke in training camp. Oh, the guy that doesn't heat. Oh God, could you imagine if that's the clip that gets played? Fucking somebody dies in Cardinal camp, and I'm just like, hope they all die. That
Way to go, Tom.
your son's gonna be the only one that fucking remembers this fucking show. Oh, fucking go back and just let's ISO clip that one. All right. He called it.
By the way, and I'm just going to say that, did you see many people on that cruise that were bigger than the old Vanilla Gorilla?
No,
I mean,
not a lot.
Other than talent,
there were a couple, but not a lot.
And I'm not saying that to be braggy, but I just was like, holy shit.
I know there's people who are wider than your son.
Yes.
I mean, there's too many of them, as always.
Circumference. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
But,
I'll tell you what, though, you guys should do the thermal spa next time. That shit was fucking amazing. Oh, what? Ricky Starks just showed up on NXT.
Oh, sweet.
Breaking news for We Are Pro Wrestling.
Time. About time. I said this when said he was leaving. He's going to be a star in WWE, Ricky Starks.
Well, unfortunately for Ricky Starks, Ethan Page got there first, and
yeah, but just think
very similar styles.
You could see both of them on the fucking main roster here soon.
Oh, I know.
I don't know who Ricky Starks is.
You're gonna like
Ricky Starks.
You're gonna like him. Yeah.
I don't watch AEW and I don't watch NXT. So when new people come in, I'm like, who the fuck is that?
First of all, what the hell is wrong with you? I know we do the show right in the time that NXT is on, but
because there is too much fucking wrestling on, I will kill myself if I'm watching it on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, every fucking pay-per-view once a month. I will die.
Well, don't die. We need you on the show.
And I'm a WWE snob. I always have been and I always will be. I've never seen WCW. Never. ECW. I've never seen anything but WWE. Ever.
First of all, there's some great classic matches you need to go back and watch.
Wait, you know what's going to be fun, though? Is because she's going to be like this, right? So it's going to be fun to bring her on the cruise and her just be like, who are these people? But
no, because I went to All In, like the very first one in Chicago, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm like, oh, I'm in a room with who? Like, I watched all my friends smoke weed with Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe and like 4 AEW guys now, and I'm like,
Papa Briscoe.
I don't know what is happening. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm confused.
I'm getting called out for trying to tell you that. Never mind. She's cool. Tom, stop. Listen, I'm just saying I can't. I guess I do. I know that there's a difference, and WWE has tried to put that difference there between NXT and the main roster. But I don't understand how you can be a fan.
AEW shows.
Well, that's fine.
But it was like really. I went back when it first started, when the WWE guys that were getting released automatically went to AEW. So it was like I knew everyone then because it was just literally all WWE people for a hot minute.
Well, speaking of releases, by the way, so
there was still some good story going on in AEW then too. But
yeah, some of the people who were released, though, I can guarantee you, probably this was maybe their last chance at the WWE. Like I think Authors of Pain, they probably won't be ever back just because this is their second time now.
The only real big surprise with those recent layoffs, and actually no, because this was a while ago, right? Corbin.
Darren was, the ones
so
this last week.
So the ones this last week, I don't think there was like any that were like really shocking though. I think people tried to say Sonya Deville was, but really
that faction wasn't going anywhere.
Once they took Liv or Mandy Rose away from her and put her on Otis, like
I want her back,
and she probably will be back eventually. To be honest,
well, it's the NXT or it's the Netflix time, so yeah, bring her back. Tell everybody about her paid sites or whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Well, and now Miro has been released from AEW, so I mean,
Miro Day.
There's definitely a chance that we see Rusev Day come back.
It'd be awesome because he's He was always one of my favorites.
There's just a lot of people that were really good talents that Vince McMahon just didn't see it though, because he was so just one dimensional. So who knows? There's a lot to see what could happen here, but Ricky Starks, NXT, fuck yeah.
It's just like on the boat. People didn't understand the talent of top shelf Thomas, I'm sorry.
Those guys just got released? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
were
got-
part of the release.
Yeah.
They were still there?
Yeah.
Right? No, they were in NXT. They haven't
Like,
wrestled-
literally, I was about to be like, wasn't that like a year ago or like 6 months
Anderson's
ago?
hurt.
Yeah, they got released, but they haven't wrestled on TV since September, and that was in NXT. So
we don't have anything for you guys, but do you want to sell some merch?
Bullet Club
Did he
is a
really-
thing. They're always going to be back and forth, though.
Did he really get hurt, or like did he get in trouble with wifey again? She whooped his ass.
who
Yeah,
knows?
he's probably
What?
busy apologizing by giving her another child. So
His hot Asian wife that he. That's so funny.
Why, man?
And those. Here's the deal: between everything that's out there, everybody's going to be able to work. But
Well, and Well,
and now you also have WWE with the Evolve show that's going to be on Tubi, which is going
see,
to be
there's too much wrestling. I can't do it.
right, and that's going to be a lot. I think that's going to end up starting to focus on the WWEID indie talent, which is great idea. All of it, all this shit is just development. That's all this is.
I think I need to be a wrestler.
And that's what ROH was.
I could do it.
Yeah.
Whitney, you probably don't live super far from the Madhouse Wrestling School.
I feel like I could do it.
You'd have to go to Iowa once a week, though.
That's fine.
Oh, now it's fine, huh? For wrestling school, but when it's for going through the
Malice, are you still in here?
I'm gonna need someone to fly me out, so I don't get any more
It's gonna be a
tickets.
2-seater.
drive me around, fly me around.
I will do you the luxury of coming to your wrestling school if you fly me out. I'm worse than Charlotte Flair.
I will do you the favor. Oh my god.
I think I could
But
do
it's
it.
so Andy Kaufman too. I love it.
Yeah.
I will do you the honor.
I will give you the honor of
The privilege is
being my
ours.
old, almost 40 years old.
I actually would pay to watch you take your first bump.
Let's do it.
How many
I'm
stupid
excited.
comments would it take for you to get that plane ticket? $5 a piece? Ooh.
I don't know. How much are plane tickets these days? One comment, $600. Let's go.
Well, the thing is that it's probably
You know that one
you'd
comment's
have
going to
to-
be included with a picture, too.
You'd have to fly to Des Moines and then drive another half hour.
That's a chance I'm willing to take. Oh, I'm gonna need a car too then.
Well, so that's the thing. There's a lot
Well,
more
just
speed
said-
cameras in Des Moines than there is in the rest of Iowa.
There is definitely one coming back from the wrestling school.
I'm gonna be in Des Moines in April, so I'm gonna have to hit you guys up so you guys can tell me.
What are you doing there in April?
I'm going to see Jeff R. Curry live comedy
yeah.
show.
Where's he playing? At the downtown?
I don't know.
You've got a
Volleyball down
ticket
there?
already?
Yeah, I bought the ticket like 6 months ago. I don't know. It's like a random Thursday.
Yeah.
It's in some kind of
Makes
like
sense.
ballroom something or something like that.
Oh, the Val Air Ballroom?
Yes, maybe that's it.
Yeah.
April 19th is a Saturday.
No, I'm going on April 10th.
That's a Thursday.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
I thought she said 19th.
Nobody listens to me.
God,
Listen,
Tom.
you're the pretty face. Just be okay with it, Whitney. God damn it. Whitney.
Jeez.
Whitney?
I think we're gonna cut her short tonight, guys. If you don't mind, I'm hungry.
So, before we
Watching
do,
Whitney eat
are
made me hungry.
are you making your announcing debut for ECW this weekend?
Not ECW because they're not in business
Or
anymore.
not CEW?
He's like, yes, I am.
Yeah, coming back, Philly. No, the Mall
Madness.
I am so bad at
CEW.
this. Sorry, guys.
That's what I just got a little backwardsy.
No, yeah, give me a minute. I owe Austin to at least do him.
Yeah. and nothing against the CEW fans. Like Jeff served them well. Austin's post was very nice. But, some of them just outright disrespected David here and weren't very nice to him right away. And I said, and I actually typed, so it's out there for fucking public record. I typed some pretty nice fucking things about Ace here. So
You did. No one said anything bad about me, though, so it's
I don't
okay.
know.
There was just people who were sad that the guy they
there's
know
some doubters out there that I need to put in their fucking places.
That was, I think, Storm Thomas, and he retired, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Storm Thomas, start retirement and go fuck yourself.
Those are Tom's words. Storm.
Yeah.
Those are Tom's
Yeah, and
words.
Tom Chilstrom's values are the values of the 2 count.
Yeah. Let's see here. Penn Central Mall, Oskaloosa, Iowa. Yeah, Mall Madness going to do a show inside a mall. We got the Golden God there. The 319 is going to be there, which, by the way, the week after, I know this isn't that show, but the week after 319 has a huge match as Social Experiment Wrestling debuts against Rhino and Heath Slater. Fuck, I'm excited for that. I don't know how I got myself involved in all this shit. It's a weird, weird world. Bogot, Jimmy Wild is in there. The Saint is in there. Rory Fox as well. That's to name a few. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. And Austin is an amazing guy. So very, very, very honored that he reached out to me and that I get to go down there and do that. But holy fuck, am I going to be busy this year now? That's 4 different companies.
Yeah.
Dude,
Ace
it's
is
awesome
living
that you're
life.
doing it. It's totally awesome that you're doing it. And
did
I
you
would
get a
be
chance-
happy to go down and watch you, but I'll be up in Canyon, Minnesota at the Doghouse with my good friend Mark Poulos doing a comedy
First
show
of
on
all,
Saturday.
have a great show. Second of
Thank
all,
you, friend.
bull fucking shit. You would never come with me to that show. That's a 4-hour car ride from Rochester. There's no way your ass was coming to that show.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, I know. You won't come to Waterloo shows. That's 2 hours from here. That's 3 your way. Liar.
It isn't that I won't look. If I was able to be retired and go to these things, I would go to every fucking one.
Here's the deal. I would say if anybody's open that not this weekend but next weekend, come down to Redland, Iowa, down by Waterloo.
How far is that from me?
Probably a ways because it's 2 hours from Rochester.
Oh.
South.
But it's 2 hours less than if you had to drive to Rochester.
The show this weekend is like 4
So
hours
like 6
south.
hours from me.
6 hours. Yeah, the one this weekend's much closer.
Yeah, the one this weekend's probably the closest I'll be to you.
How far from? Well, I've got kids this weekend.
Bring them to a wrestling show?
Yeah. Well, it depends on
That's
how
like
far.
4 hours away.
No.
I don't know how it was. How far was it for you to get here?
I think 8 hours.
So yeah, it'd be like probably 4 for you there because it's 4 for me to get down to Oskaloosa.
It's a halfway point then.
It is. It'd be the halfway point.
Okay.
Hey, we'll
Well,
see
I'll
you.
do one.
We will see you in June,
Yes.
and we already know. Like Bridge City Slam, we'll get you that date. Very
June is
early.
going to be insane for me because the weekend I'm coming to you, the weekend before that, I'm going to Tailgates and Tall Boys, which is like a 5-day music festival.
So you're gonna die.
I'm going to be dead.
She's gonna come to Minnesota this time sick
I'm
already,
gonna be like,
and we're gonna be like, "See, it wasn't us. It wasn't Iowa."
no. Beer, dirt, I'll be fine.
Just throw a little dirt in that beer and you'll be great.
The
It's great.
usual. That's like a normal day for me, you know.
Just like home.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Do you have anything coming up MMA wise?
Yes, March 14th is my next
Okay.
Nemesis show
Okay,
at the
so
factory in St. Louis, Missouri.
next week, get me the picture so we can
Okay.
throw that up and promote that.
Yep, I just put it on my story. We just got the venue and everything confirmed. So
Perfect.
everyone come to Missouri, March 14th.
Hells yeah. All right, you guys got anything else?
I mean, not
Sleep.
this week.
Yeah, I'll start working on some guests. We'll have probably somebody on next week.
We get so
I
so I
took a
and I've been contacted a couple other people that I've run into, and also if you would like to have Cruise Dirty Dom, who beat Tom out, he has friended me on Facebook. And we can probably make that arrangement to have him come on.
Well, we're gonna definitely people from Cruise. Danny's coming on. Danny's been on before, but we're gonna bring Danny.
I'm excited. I want to meet all the Cruise people.
We're gonna have Danny come on because Danny's a fucking riot. And if Jen's around, Jen come on with him. His lady, she's a sweetheart.
Yeah, they are two of the nicest, sweetest people. But that
Justin
accent
was
sometimes get me where I
hilarious.
wanted to-
What?
Justin was hilarious.
Justin is the fucking man.
Michael Quinn was. I didn't get to interact with him much, but he seemed like he was pretty cool.
And so Quinn's the actual. It's
Stephen Parsons.
Stephen Parsons. That's his
Parsons.
wrestling name. Parsons.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, that's his wrestling name out on the East Coast. There, he's been at it for many years apparently. We're gonna get him on here too. Like we were saying, he was the one the night before the cruise was on that show and got his head and face shaved by.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The barber, Brutus the Barber, Beefcake. We'll get Cruise Flair on here too. I'm friends with Cruise Flair now, so we'll get Cruise Flair. There's a guy who dresses as Ric Flair all day, every day on the cruise since the first one. Cruise Flair, good shit, good dude. He's a good dude though. But
and Dan, did you see that? Dan said he's not going to come on. So
good, Dan. We don't ever want back here, anyways. Just kidding.
I wanted Dan to come on the week before. He was asleep, I guess, or something.
He was.
Danny, you'll be back on the show. You know that. Otherwise, I got nothing else for you guys.
All right.
Eat.
Okay.
Seriously, we did not do our cruise review justice. There's no way that we can make it sound as good as it was. So
I'm gonna try to put like a little video together of it.
Yeah.
Like a highlight reel.
That'd be super cool.
Be the best way for people to get an idea from it. But I also didn't want to spend the whole show talking about it because I don't want Whitney to be like, okay, enough of the fucking
I'm
grief.
literally so depressed.
Don't be, because we've got plenty of time to make arrangements for the next one.
I think going in November would be way better too.
It is. The weather's going to be way better. Yeah, it's going to be a good time, and also with that much gap in between.
When is it again?
November 7th through 11th, 2026. So you have well over a year to save up.
Okay.
And we were always saying we're going to go is because we didn't know when it was going to be with SummerSlam.
Well,
so
no, we knew. I knew it was fall 2026. They said it on the boat last year. I just wasn't going to do it. I just didn't want to pay the money anymore.
Oh yeah.
He didn't put that picture in the chat, Dan. I haven't even seen that picture.
Hold on.
Maybe he might have put it in way earlier, but I didn't go far enough up. I didn't see the stuff you put up from when we were in port.
Hold on. Let me see if I can pop it up there real quick. Well,
can we pop it up next week?
Yeah, next week.
No, I'll pop it up right there. There you go. I just sent it to to our chat, and I can't upload it from here because I can't get to that. But hold on, stand by. It's in our thing. If you can get it, if you've got it open.
Also, another reason to go to the Jericho Cruise, you get all this cool swag.
Yeah.
I don't want to jump.
You get a little mini Jericho you can we'll drop in the bed. Taking you out, Jericho.
LOL.
I came here for one reason only, is for this fucking picture. I swear to God.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Hold on. Oh, you got it.
Look up. Damn it. Look up.
I can't if I'm looking at others. I don't have 18 million pages open.
He looks hungover as fuck, by the way, Jericho.
What this means, by the way, is the beach towel we also got. I don't have that readily available, Dan, so thank you. And the message bottle.
Did you open your message?
No. There's fucking sand in it.
He didn't even fucking sign him. It was stupid.
Guys, can we wrap this up? I'm about to pee myself.
Oh, well,
okay.
then thank you to all. Thank you to all. Take care. Bye-bye.